First of 9, they're ready, racing, and Dealdemore jumping well on the inside. Largo slow and settles 3 lengths last with Thurman ahead of her. And Dear Deputy began fast. Belgian is being hard ridden trying to find the lead in the early stages now. Celestina settles up about midfield at the 1300 metres, and Belgian the leader. Jubilant Spirit goes to second, and that keeps a 12 West working 3 deep in third. A length further back in the field then. In fourth placing at the 1200 metres, Dear Deputy. Dealdemore fifth on the rail. 2 lengths further back the favourite Celestina, and they were trailed then by Dance on Wood over on the inside. 2 lengths to Feel On, and about 2.5 lengths away Largo on the inside of Thurman at the 900, and a 12 West by 2 lengths now. Belgian second, Jubilant Spirit third. Fourth, Dealdemore on the inside of Dear Deputy. Then came Celestina about 7 lengths from the leader at the 800. Dance on Wood on her inside. Then came Feel On 2 lengths away, trailed by Thurman and Largo. Up to the turn now at the 600 metres. A 12 West leading from the Volta. Belgian on the outside second. Jubilant Spirit third. Dealdemore's enjoyed a good run. Then Dear Deputy pulled to the outside as Celestina around these as they cornered, trying to get ahead of Dance on Wood, who's held up for a run as they come into the straight now, and then Feel On down the outside. At 12 West at the 350 is the leader. Celestina's after it, and Dealdemore's coming into it. Dance on Wood switching to the inside for a run, and Feel On joins in down the outside now. At the 200 metres, Dealdemore and Celestina with Feel On the outside. It's Dealdemore in front with 100 to go. Celestina can't go on. Feel On's after Dealdemore. Dealdemore and Feel On, they come to the line, and Feel On went home the best. Feel On beat Dealdemore by a long head on the line. 2.5, Celestina third, Dance on Wood fourth. Break then to Largo, Thurman, Jubilant Spirit, the weakening at 12 West, and a long way back Belgian, and last in Dear Deputy. Stand by for numbers. In the first on the program, Feel On, ridden by Stephen Baster, has finished clearly the better. Will pay $15.50 and $3, beating Dealdemore $2 and Celestina at $1.20. An attendant behind him. They're ready at the 1800. Starter has them. They're off. Tall Timbers jump brilliantly. In the early stages, Pocket Money got away well. So did No Alibi, Capiro, Desirable, and Thunderhara is up there in the early stages, followed by Tarcula Mist and Double M. As they settle down by the 1600 metres now, and the battle for the lead is being won by Desirable over Thunderhara the outside, and Pocket Money easing back third. Tall Timbers just off them in about fifth placing, with Grundy's crossing on his outside there. 2 lengths further back, McClure is out about 4 wide around No Alibi, Capiro, and also Tarcula Mist. A couple of lengths further back in the field then is Double M, Like a Ballad, and they were trailed further back in the field then by Dodgy Boy, about 3 lengths behind these Buckingham, Peace Ruler and Vardham as last. Grundy's Crossing's done some work early, and he's eventually found the lead now out to the 1,000 metres. Grundy's Crossing by about 2 lengths to Thunderhar, getting his head up and over racing as the leader slammed the brakes on him. McClure went round the outside and found the leader. Race of changes. Just off these horses, Tarcula Mist travelling wide in fourth placing, and then Tall Timbers, Double M, Desirable the rail. Capiro is next as they sweep towards the turn. Pocket Money's drifted back worse in midfield now, followed by Dodgy Boy, No Alibi, Like a Ballad, Vardham well back, Peace Ruler second last on the rail, and Buckingham is now last, and the field is bunched. It's McClure from Thunderhar coming around the turn. Tarcula Mist on the outside. Grundy's Crossing behind the leader now, and then Tall Timbers looking for a way clear as Capiro comes with a run, and then came Desirable at the 300 metres now, and it's Thunderhar the leader from Capiro. Tall Timbers has got the run near the inside, and he's closing on the 2 front runners, and then No Alibi at the 200 metres. Capiro being tackled by Tall Timbers, then Thunderhar and Pocket Money. Tall Timbers stretching out beautifully in the last 100 metres now. Drew a half in front of Capiro, and it'll be too good, and it's Tall Timbers beating Capiro by a half length. 3 lengths away third, Pocket Money just ahead of Thunderhar, and a photo finish. Then No Alibi. Buckingham made ground from Peace Rule to Dodgy Boy, and then Like a Ballad trailed further back by Double M, Vardham, and then Grundy's Crossing, and at the tail end are Desirable, McClure and Tarcula Mist. Favourite's got the money. $2.10 and $1.30. He's unbeaten now in his 4 outings. Promising horse. First run for Danny O'Brien. And he has scored very, very easily. Or not easily. He had to do a little bit of work, but it's been authoritative in the last couple of 100 metres. Once he worked clear, he then went down and chased Capiro. So they're all in, ready to run, and they're off and racing, and World Peace began okay with Provence. They're going to come to the grandstand side, so they're going to test this side, and Courtney's Cuddles has come out towards the grandstand, settling third on this side. Over on the flat now, and Golden Pedigree was the first to bounce out and is in front in the early stages today from Sharp Auntie and Carlton Ace. Hairpin and the All Cerise striding up on the outside of these runners, and then One World and Glasnost last of the horses down on the flat side. At the 800 and the grandstand side is being led by World Peace on the outside of Provence, and Courtney's Cuddles is settling just off them. They're heading to the 600 metre mark now, and I'd say the grandstand might have a slight lead here. Over on the flat, Golden Pedigree is being joined by Hairpin, Sharp Auntie between them, Glasnost striding into it wider out, and then Carlton Ace and One World at the 400. I'd say the grandstand still has the lead here, and coming along here it's Provence with World Peace, the two leaders. Provence under a bit of pressure, and World Peace also under pressure. They're at the 200 metre mark, and I think they have the lead on the flat side now. One World races up. One World takes the lead on the flat side. One World in front. Provence this side. Oh, it's a flat in front. It's One World. One World has bolted in. Beat Golden Pedigree by about 3 lengths on the line. They made up a lot of ground, those inside horses. Third over the line was Sharp Auntie, and then Carlton Ace, Glasnost, Hairpin, and down on the grandstand side it was World Peace in company with Provence and Courtney's Cuddles. They had the front for a fair way, but they've wilted, and the flat side has been the one there. One World has absolutely trotted home. Gear change being affected with the blinkers coming off, and she has come from well back of that division and won very easily.
We're set for the first on Shipping Norton Stakes Day. Starter goes onto his stand. They're ready. Racing this time, and Occo away pretty well, commencing nicely. Kingston Classic, the same for Variza. Born to Conquer not far away, but it's going to be Variza. Narrowly over Born to Conquer, a lap to run. Third, Kingston Classic, the roughy Yaya Effendi fourth. Occo next on the rail, followed by Strange Conflict on the outside of Ears Ronnie, majestically. And Race's Success in company with Ash into the last two. Out of the straight they travel, and heading towards the 1600 marker, and Variza is the leader. A couple of lengths over Born to Conquer. Third is Kingston Classic. 3.5 further back, Yaya Effendi. Then comes Occo, Strange Conflict on the outside of Ears Ronnie, and a couple then majestically. Second last is Race's Success, and a length behind it being Ash Sind. Over the crossing at the 1400 marker, and here's Born to Conquer letting rip on the outside, and Born to Conquer takes over the role of leader from Variza. Third is Kingston Classic. 3 lengths further back, Yaya Effendi by the 1200. Occo's next over on the inside, Strange Conflict on the outside of the veteran Ears Ronnie. Then majestically Race's Success, and Ascin, not travelling well at the moment, wants to toss his head up and down, is Absolute as they work their way towards the side of the track and go past the 1000. Half the race has been covered, and it's Born to Conquer looking for the hat-trick, out by 3/4 to a length. Variza. Third is Kingston Classic, nice and handy. Yaya Effendi, the roughie around Occo. Here's J.A. Cassidy taking off on Strange Conflict, majestically trying to get onto his back. Here's Ronnie Ascend and Race's Success. They jam up, and Strange Conflict, a daring move by Jimmy Cassidy, and down to the 600. Strange Conflict about 3/4 to a half. Born to Conquer, Variza, Kingston Classic to Occo. Then majestically Yaya Effendi yielding ground from Ears Ronnie, and then Race's Success, and 4 lengths to Ascend as they head to the corner. 400 metres out now, and Born to Conquer again booting up on the inside to shade Strange Conflict. Occo pulling around them now to put in his big run, and Variza on the outside. Yaya Effendi very wide. Race's Success. They come past the 200. Strange Conflict again got past Born to Conquer. Occo trying to get to Strange Conflict, and then comes Race's Success. Strange Conflict the leader, holding Occo, and a great ride, J.A. Cassidy. Strange Conflict beat Occo and Race's Success, followed by Yaya Effendi. Born to Conquer, Variza, then Kingston Classic, majestically followed home by Ears Ronnie, and Ash Sind was last all the way. Great ride, 5:30 and 2:10 for the winner. Brilliant ride by Jimmy. Strange Conflict unluckily beaten at Rose Hill on the 21st of Feb, but it was a smart move by Jim to do what he did. Kindergarten Stakes, a most intriguing race. Conrod Straight very edgy in the stalls. Ready. They're off in the Kindergarten, charged forward, blundered out of the stalls, picked himself up reasonably quickly, back to last Conrod Straight. Crimson Rain narrowly from Segments, who's over racing a length and a half. Esther on the inside of Commands Nothing. A length further back in the field is charged forward, and a similar margin Conrod Straight. The favourite in front past the 800, that's Crimson Rain. A half length on Segments, 2 away third is Esther, reefing for rain on her outside Commands Nothing. A length and a half Conrod Straight on the inside of Charge Forward. They travel along in pairs, the half dozen, as they come down to the 450, and Crimson Rain narrowly clear on Segments. Third Commands Nothing on the outside of Esther, followed by Charge Forward to the outside, and 2 lengths further back is the roughy Conrod Straight. They're on the swing, and Crimson Rain narrowly over Segments. Commands Nothing, and Charge Forward is putting in his claim now. They come to the 220. Segments got to Crimson Rain. Charge Forward on the outside, battling on tenaciously. Segments, Crimson Rain fighting back along the rail, then Charge Forward. Segments, Crimson Rain. Crimson Rain is pulling out sufficient. She'll win it. Crimson Rain narrowly. Segments, Charge Forward. Magnificent run for third after the incident at the start. And then came Esther. Commands Nothing, and absolute in the field was Conrod Straight. Crimson Rain 270 and 160. Segments 220 and no third. In New South Wales. Rain falling again. Ready now, racing this time. Oma Win, one of the best to break. Natural Embrace came out well with King Capo and Foxthorn. Supremo's Luncheon, Flying Anabar. And not all that far away, King Capo drifting back now, followed by Siring's Timidity. And Sir Covert getting well out of his ground, and 2 Stormy Mo. They arrive at the 800. And here Supremo's Lunch is just the leader from Flying Anabar. Foxthorn third. Timidity creeping along the rail. Affliction behind those, followed by Siring's Natural Embrace. Has lost ground. Then comes Oma Win, Sir Covert, King Capo and Stormy Mo Absolute. Down to the 450, and it's Flying Anabar just leading now from the grey. Timidity the inside. Supremo's Lunch, Foxthorn, followed by Affliction and Sirinx just waiting on the run. And Sir Covert next as they come around the corner. Very wide out goes Natural Embrace. Flying Anabar from Timidity in the stretch at the 200. Sirinx after Flying Anabar. Ryder pulls the whip on Flying Anabar. Likewise Sirinx and Sir Covert's made ground. Flying Anabar, Sirinx and Sir Covert is coming well. Flying Anabar is providing a big fight. Will he win? He will. Flying Anabar from Sir Covert and Sirinx. Followed home by Timidity and Supremo's Lunch, and then King Capo. Further back in the field was Stormy Mo, and then came Oma Win, Foxthorn, Affliction at Absolute after being wide on the corner. Natural Embrace. Flying Anabar, $11.30 and $3. 823. 823 they should read here at the farm on the third race of the day. Flying Anabar, Lane Maloney for David Payne by Anabar from National Colours. And I thought for a moment Sirinx was going to get him, and then Sir Covert came home late on the outside. But Flying Anabar has fought on particularly well and has got the prize. The numbers official are 8, 2, 3 and 5.
Paternal, the one at big odds, out to $21. Bird Dance has been very easy, $2.70, very much unders compared to what they're betting on track. Lord Erin, Irish Crusader, there's some value there. Polaire, Big Overs, Spedanza and Youth down the bottom. It eased out initially, was supported, just eased back out again. At the moment, 4.10 on the tote. You're shopping with just a little bit of value. But at the moment, the favourite Lord Volksrad ahead of Bird Dancer. We're back with the fourth after this break on Sky Race Day.
All in. Racing now. Youth jumping fairly on the inside and Cross Current away very fast from an outside barrier. Leads Spadanza, Youth and Bird Dancer in the early part. As they settle down, Lord Volksrad not far away from them. At the 1200 metres now, Cross Current doing some work. Spadanza retaining the inside. Paternal a length away. Youth is now fourth on the rails, followed by Lord Volksrad. 1.5 further back, Bird Dancer outside Lord Erin, and 2 Irish Crusader with Pelaire last. At the 900, Cross Current in front by a length. Paternal is second. Spadanza is third. Youth is fourth on the outside with cover, followed further back by Lord Erin on the inside of Lord Volksrad. He's about 4 or 5 lengths from the leader coming towards the turn, 3 deep around Bird Dancer. And then at the tail end of the field is Irish Crusader and Pelaire. At the 600, Cross Current in front of Paternal. Youth has gone up to join them 3 wide now coming around the turn. Spadanza in behind them, fourth on the rails, followed by Bird Dancer, and then Lord Volksrad, and further out on the field then Irish Crusader, and then Lord Erin and Pelaire. They're inside the 400, Cross Current and Paternal together. Youth coming at them 3 deep. Lord Volksrad's called on for the run, wider still, and Bird Dancer on his inside. Past the 200, Cross Current with a kick on his outside, Youth, and they've kicked away to Lord Volksrad and Irish Crusader. Cross Current continuing to find something. Youth having a last lunge at him now. Cross Current, Youth, they hit the line. Maybe Cross Current a nose to Youth. Photo finish. Bird Dancer third, then Lord Volksrad, followed by Lord Erin, Irish Crusader, Spadanza, and then at the end of the field, Paternal and Pelaire. Stand by for numbers. Photo finished after a desperate struggle in the last 200 metres. Cross Current on the inside and Youth have fought the race out, and it'll be a nose between them on the line. They've run some time, 1:22 and change, just awaiting that decimal to come through, and the photo shows Cross Current taking it out, number 1. Number 1 is the winner, Cross Current. Steve Baster, a treble out of the first 4 races. Second placing to 9 Youth, Stephen King, and third, number 4, Bird Dancer, ridden by Greg Childs. Numbers are 1, 9 and 4. Fourth home, number 2, Lord Volksrad, 194 official. Cross Current coming off his very good run in the Oakley Plate, wins for the 3rd time, and he's got the 1400 metres very solidly this afternoon. 3-year-old giving weight to his older rivals, did some work early, and then Stephen was able to just rest him for a little while mid-race before he settled down for that great battle with Youth, who'd had an easy trail just off them in 4th place. Loomed up with a big run at the 200, but Cross Current continued to kick strongly and win his 2nd race from 3 in this preparation. 540 and 180 for Cross Current, 150 Youth, and 140 for the 3rd place Bird Dancer. Quinella paid $7.70, Exacta $21.80, the trifecta $60.30, and the running double paid $22.20 on 4 and 1. Good fighting victory by Cross Current, trained by Matt Ellerton. Next on the card, we take out 15 Tarathaki, rider for number 12 Lord Daneley, Mark Zara. Starts the quaddie in Victoria, race 5 at 250.
Yeah. Rosmarino, can she improve in the last?
Home track advantage again. She races well here. She's improved since the last run too. She's another mare that has taken a few runs, I think, to come to form. Last week she drew the outside gate and got back too far, and you could probably forget that run. That was in probably stronger company too. But she's an each-way chance today, I feel. You know, it's
Movement wide out. Line better, racing this time. Nice level dispatch to Moa Man, jumped out pretty well. So did the well-fancied Derby Parade. Carp Gun, the 3rd, Inspires running 4th. Derby Parade trying to wrest the lead from Moa Man. 5th this far was followed by Beale Street Casimir. Then Stadium County Tyrone Conquest, and 3 lengths to Hassel. Working past the 1200 marker, and Moa Man to the lead, a length on Derby Parade. Carp Gun gallops in the 3rd posse, followed by Inspire, and then comes Far Was over on the inside of Stadium. Beale Street on the inside of Casimir, a length and a half County Tyrone, the fence from Conquest, and 2 lengths to Hassel. They work their way over past the 950, and Moa Man strings them out. He leads a length and 3/4 Derby Parade, 2.5 to Carp Gun, and then Inspire, followed by Far Was, Stadium, Beale Street, Casimir. County Tyrone inside of Conquest, and Hassel is last, and he's a long way off Moa Man as they work their way down past the 650. Moa Man by 2.5 on the heavily backed Derby Parade. Parade. Then comes Carp Gun on the fence, over Inspire, being tracked then by Stadium, who's got Farwas on its inside. A further 2 lengths to Casimir, hard ridden, so too Beale Street. Hassel is starting to muster some speed from Conquest and County Tyrone. It's Moa Man giving a sight, and around the corner he comes. He's a length and a half. Derby Parade. Inspire is wider out, and 2 lengths further back is Hassel. They run past the 200. Derby Parade went past Moa Man, Inspire, Hassel, and then Stadium, but Derby Parade the leader. Inspire on the outside, battles on. Derby Parade is still in front, and he notches up the hat trick. Derby Parade beat Inspire, Moa Man, Hassel fourth, then Stadium, followed by Farwas, County Tyrone, Casimir. Further back in the run, Beale Street, Conquest, and Absolute was Carp Gun. Oh, he's flying at the moment, isn't he? 8, 6 and 2 they should read. 261.40 for Derby Parade. He was very heavily backed in the ring, and I suppose his chances did increase with the sting certainly out of this track now. And he's run 136.92, 136.92. The record here is 137.21, so he's beaten the class record. And Justin Drake at Musselbrook puts the polish on the Masqué mile and head gelding. And he's now had the 17 starts, 5 wins, the last 3 on the trot. All his 3 runs back from a spell, and all here at the track. So he fancies this joint. Certainly does. Here are the numbers. 8, the winner, Derby Parade. Second goes to number 6, and that is Inspire. Trained here by Clary Connors, ridden by Glenn Boss. Inspires by Rory's Jester. And number 2, Moa Man. He gave a big side. Moa Man. He's by Procol Harum, a 6-year-old gelding. John Hawkes, Rod Quinn.
Okay, so 8, 6 and 2. We'll get the first 4 details in a moment for the 4th race at Warwick Farm. Yeah, I spoke with Justin Drake during the week for our Sky Racing News. He nominated the horse earlier in the week for the Chipping Norton, decided against it, thought the rain didn't come in time, but he didn't mind it with that little bit of a sting out, that recent rain that they've had at Warwick Farm. Now, the horse done since the good effort under the lights of Moonee Valley?
He's improved.
But he's a couple of points behind the favourite Speedy King on track. Escape has had support. Raid the Royals has been easy. There's been money, Lord Daneley, on course number 12. Previous race taken out by Cross Current in a terrific photo finish over Youth. The 3-year-olds fighting the race out. The rider of Tennessee Tom out of the saddle. Horse went in riderless. Is about to come up now. Confectioner, who toughed it out for a gutsy victory in Adelaide first up, goes along into the gates. Flaming Unreal to get set. And Raid the Royals will take the outside, barrier 15. Crown's Riverside Festival handicap, the 5th event. Started going to the platform. Raid the Royals is in, and they're set to go. 1400, racing now. And Raid the Royals missed a start by 2 or 3 lengths. Tenancy is the first to bounce out and lands in front of Tennessee Tom, who jumped quickly. Up there too is Cohuita in the early stages with Manakama. Now let's see Speedy King getting back a little worse in midfield and out wide at the 1100 metres. And Tennessee Tom has a slender lead with Tenancy is outside. Manakama a length away third. And they were followed by Flash in the Pan on the rails. In company with it is Cohuita. And Flaming Unreal on the outside, and about 2 lengths further back is Confectioner with Speedy King going up about 4 wide. They were being followed closely in the field then as they come to the turn by Devastating. Then came Escape in the green colours as they sweep towards the turn. Behind it is Raid the Royals, North Face. Close encounter, one of the last, and High Ransom about 3 lengths away as they swing around the turn. Speedy King is right off the track as they enter the straight, and Lord Daneley's running about 7th. He's run right wide here, Speedy King. He's out in the middle of the course. Tennessee Tom, the leader, at the 400 metre mark, being tackled by Tenancy on the outside, and then Manakama, Flaming Unreal, and Lord Daneley is letting down with the run. Speedy King is struggling at the 200 metre mark now, and Tennessee Tom. Tenancy put the head in front. Here comes Confectioner now. Lord Daneley's coming with him. It's Tenancy in front, but Confectioner pegs it back. Lord Daneley in turn. Confectioner about a neck in front though, and Confectioner beats Lord Daneley a half a length. Tenancy is third, and then Cohuita, and they were followed by Manakama. Close encounter making some ground, and then came Devastating, North Face, Tennessee Tom, followed further back High Ransom. Back behind those to finish in the race then was Flaming Unreal, followed by Escape, Raid the Royals. Towards the end of the field is Speedy King and Flash in the Pan. Confectioner is the winner, number 1. Will pay $4.90 and $1.80, beating Lord Daneley $3.10 and Tenancy $7.50. Numbers will be 1, 12 and 7 on the 5th of the day in 1:21.5. Running some time here. It's 0.9 outside of Lovey's record. 4th place goes to 2 Capuita and 5th number 3 Manakama. Numbers are 1, 12 and 7. Confectioner. It's a pretty good racehorse. This guy's now won 2 out of 2 in the preparation. He beat Ambulance in a listed race here in April last year. And he's now got 5 wins on the board from 7 outings.
Nice performance by the top weight there, Confectioner and Nash Rawilla over Lord Daneley and Tenancy at 1,054.
Join me, Lauren Jackson,
for a great weekend of racing in Canberra for the Black Opal Stakes Carnival. Want to kick up your heels? See you at the Black Opal Stakes Carnival, Saturday the 13th and Sunday 14th of March.
Find the food. Sit out in the ring. You're getting unders on the tote. Chantissima. It is also a drifter, so that's unders. Gilded Youth has been a drifter, so that is unders on the tote. Mind Reader, that level pegging those odds there. Luaif is a drifter. It's out double its opening odds. So a little unders there. Best back Skittles. You're still getting a little overs on the tote there. Right down to Imana, Guy Walters' runner here, which you're getting a little bit of overs about Imana. She's had good support.
Gloomy conditions here at the farm, and they're off this time. And one of the best to break the line was Gilded Youth. Jumping out pretty well was Danish Magic, and Skittles right up with the leaders. Lou Hafer's hastily going right through along the inside. Mind Reader not far away. A length and a half to Amana, followed closely by Intermoo, and then Square One and Superior Sateen. Well back in this position, third last Santissima. Wolfman Jack second last. Wolf Tone is last. Lou Hafe to the lead, and at the 800 marker has a break of nearly a length on Skittles. Danish Magic in the third posse. Length and a half then coming Superior Sateen. Gilded Youth followed by Amada. Intermoo is next over on the inside, followed by Square One. And then comes at the head of the rest Santissima. Over on the inside is Wolfman Jack. Wolf Tone is a mile out of its ground, and Yes Boss likewise. Travelling in this order to the turn. 400 to go. And it's Lou Hafe the inside, narrowly clear from Skittles. One away third is Danish Magic, and Amana is running fourth. This quartet have booted well clear from Santissima. In the stretch, down to the distance, and Skittles got a break here. Skittles 2 lengths, Danish Magic. Lou Hay through in the tail. Amana can't win. Santissima plugging home for a likely place, but Skittles is outclassing them. The further they go, the further Skittles puts a big break on Danish Magic, and Skittles walks in from Danish Magic. Santissima, Yes Boss, followed home by Wolf Tone, and then came Amana, Superior Sateen, Intermoo. Mind Reader dropped out of it, followed by Gilded Youth, and then came Square One. Lou Hafe second last, and Wolfman Jack was absolute. That was a win.
Could be the first of the big half an hour for Nick Moratis and Tim Martin. Skittles getting home in the 5th at Warwick Farm. Skittles, Danish Magic, Santissima. Of course, they saddle up Exceed and Excel in the Group 1 Newmarket in 16 minutes' time. Today, we're showing a full coverage of Ascot from the west. This is the first race.
Of the opinion that the inside was the better going. I wasn't sure. To me, I've really got to get covered up. So
Exceed and Excel is the favourite for the Group 1 Newmarket in 4 minutes. They've supported it. You're very close on and off.